ਉਹ ਉਹਨੇ ਬੈਰਿੰਗ 'ਚ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ। ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਵੱਡਾ ਫੜ ਸ਼ਾਨੀ ਫੜ ਬੱਜੀ।
मेरी तस्वीर आ रही है। दीवार जा रही दीवार।
पोस्ट शोज मारे ना
वो है
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا
Niloufar Akhmat's They Came Home to Roost is probably one of the first performances that I've experienced in flesh. And this performance is from a long time ago. It's probably about 10 years ago. This was at Yusuf Salahuddin's Haveli in Old Lahore. So Niloufar was wearing an American flag as a costume, came down to her toes, and she's wearing a metal cage around her head, and she's walking backwards, and people followed her. I didn't. It was a very hot afternoon, so I just lazily stood under a tree to wait for her to return. And then she enters the courtyard of the Haveli. And on the walls of the courtyard, there are lots of photographs. So she comes and stands right in front of him, and he is reading the articles of the Constitution of Pakistan. And so every time he finishes reading one article, Niloufar lets out a very loud scream. And so she does this every time he finishes reading one article.
So we're talking about Fazil Rizvi's piece that was performed at Napa some 2 years ago, I think. My memory of this is very, very vague. What I do remember is that the stage had 3 different segments. Each of the 3 was a monologue, and the lights would come on for one segment, and that person would deliver their segment, and then the light would switch off, and then go to the next person, go to the next person. And I believe 2 of these were male, and one of them was a woman. And the woman was doing something really interesting with the gesture, where she had a clay brick, an 8x4 clay brick, which, as she delivered her dialogue, she would tilt to its side, and then she would throw it over, and then she would lift it up again and throw it over along the floor. And she was measuring the floor that way. And I can't remember exactly what she was talking about, but the distance that the brick was traveling was a metaphor for something. Either a line being built, or a partition being made, or something being segmented, or a distance being traveled. But of course, the brick as a module of a wall was very prominent in that, if I remember correctly.